Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Nitin Doshi, Professor in Urology with teaching experience of 25 years, working as consultant neurosurgeon in Panvel for last 25 years. Today we'll discuss local hypothermia or surface hypothermia while performing renal surgery. It is required while performing nephron sparing surgery for renal cell carcinoma like polar nephrectomy, segmental nephrectomy, partial nephrectomy or heminephrectomy. Local or surface hypothermia is also required while performing partial nephrectomy for benign conditions like in case of duplex system, non-functioning atrophic hydronephrotic or pyelonephrotic moiety where the duplex system may be associated with ectopic ureter or ureterocele, or in case of benign condition for localized benign pathology like oncocytoma, angiomyolipoma. Local or surface hypothermia is also required while performing anatrophic nephrolithotomy for Scagon calculus. The commonest method of achieving local or surface hypothermia is use of sterile ice slush. Sterile ice slush is prepared from sterile normal saline or ringer lactate. This sterile ice slush can be used to pack all over the mobilized kidney. The sterile ice slush is prepared by keeping 6 to 8 bottles of 1 liter of sterile normal saline or ringer lactate in deep freezer 1 day prior to surgery. When during surgery it is required, then on table sterile ice of normal saline or ringer lactate is crushed to ice slush. To pack this sterile ice slush, sterile steri-drape is taken. Incision is made in center of steri-drape so that the incision can be pressed around the completely mobilized kidney. Then on this sterile steri-drape, sterile ice slush is used to pack the kidney. Due to continuous renewal of newer ice slush, temperature starts falling from body temperature of 37 degrees centigrade. Gradually, it will drop to 20 degrees centigrade. It takes about 10 minutes to achieve core temperature of kidney of 20 degrees centigrade. Ideal temperature to be achieved is 15 degrees centigrade. However, it is very difficult to achieve such low temperature. This is called as surface or local hypothermia, and it is not generalized or systemic hypothermia. Due to this surface or local hypothermia, renal metabolism decreases. Due to decreased renal metabolism, there is decreased oxygen and energy consumption by kidney. Hence, there is decreased oxygen and energy requirement by the kidney. So, the surface hypothermia helps to prolong cold ischemia time up to 3 hours from warm ischemia time of 15 minutes. Warm ischemia time is 15 minutes means if in warm condition of body temperature of 37 degrees centigrade, if renal artery is clamped for more than 15 minutes, then after 15 minutes, as there is no blood supply, so there is no oxygen and energy supply, and so this will result into irreversible damage to kidney. Renal hypothermia can also be achieved even by irrigation of renal artery with cold saline. In this, there are two disadvantages. One, it is an invasive method, and second, it will result into systemic hypothermia. Systemic hypothermia results into cardiac arrhythmias. This is because systemic hypothermia affects conducting system of heart like SA node, AV node. To prevent the systemic hypothermia, whenever kidney is packed with ice slush, then rest of the wound and rest of the abdomen should be protected by warm mops, and systemically warm IV fluid should be infused. Also, after 10 minutes, all ice cold ice slush should be completely sucked. Just prior to packing completely mobilized kidney with sterile ice slush, renal artery is clamped. Due to clamping of renal artery, blood loss during nephrotomy or intrarenal surgery decreases. Renal artery is clamped with vascular clamp like bulldog at a distance from hilum. This is because renal artery may branch into its anterior and posterior division at a distance that is much away from hilum. In addition to main renal artery, there may be presence of accessory arteries which is seen in about 25% of patients. Also, there may be presence of polar vessels to upper and lower pole which also should be clamped. Though renal artery is clamped, renal vein is not clamped, that is, renal vein is kept patent. Since renal vein is not clamped, venous drainage continues, thereby preventing venous congestion. Also, patent renal vein prevents renal ischemia by retrograde or back perfusion through venous side. Due to clamping of renal artery, there is decreased blood supply and hence turgor and thickness of cortex decreases, thereby improving the intrarenal access. Also, due to unclamped or patent renal vein, it also helps to identify severe blood vessel from the severe vessel on the kidney surface which are bleeding. After clamping renal artery, after some time, once the blood is completely drained off from the kidney, turgor and thickness of renal cortex decreases and even renal vein collapses. However, if renal vein remains patent, then it indicates that there is some additional blood supply which also should be searched and should be clamped. Prior to clamping renal artery, patient should be properly hydrated, followed by infusion of osmotic diuretic, that is 20% mannitol, which is infused slowly over 5 to 10 minutes. So sequence of events is adequate hydration during complete mobilization of kidney and also while identifying and isolating renal pedicle. About 10 minutes prior to clamping of renal artery, infusion of diuretic mannitol slowly over 5 minutes. Immediately after clamping renal artery, pack the completely mobilized kidney with ice slush for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, suck the entire ice slush. Renal artery then can be clamped for 3 hours. In case of clamping of renal artery, like other tourniquets in body, clamping release, this repeated process should be avoided. This is because clamping release process in case of kidney causes more damage due to reperfusion injury. Thus, while inducing surface or local hypothermia in case of kidney, complete mobilization of kidney, isolation of pedicle and clamping renal artery is essential, which is then followed by packing of completely mobilized kidney by sterile ice slush for 10 minutes. Thank you very much.